Good morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 28th of March. Oh, I nearly said May then, guys. I can't even keep up. Happy Easter everybody. I thought I'd wear my little rabbit ears, just get into the vibe. I even bought a little thing. Look, happy Easter everybody. I'm getting right into the old Easter spirit. I think it's more about the chocolate eating for me than the real meaning of Easter, which is probably for a lot of us. But it's just nice to have a 4-day break, isn't it, guys? You'll still see me over Easter, guys, because I'm just hanging around the house. So look out for my vids as well. I will be here. Welcome anybody new to my channel. We've built a community of like-minded people here. We let each other know what's going on in our countries because we often don't get the truth on the mainstream media, as we know. So I hope you all have a wonderful Easter. Like I said, it's just nice to have a little break, isn't it, guys? Geez, have I not got my coffee? And look, guys, yes, I got some new cards. They're called Fairy Oracle, but it's spelt differently. So I've got some new cards. I am doing my picker cards as well, guys, still, for some of my long-term viewers. Last week I did Martin, Jen, Annette, Wilfred, Taffy, Louise Hayden, Tanya Vander Venter, Ronnie B, and Hello. And Sue Skinny, you got yours yesterday. So look out for those, guys. If you haven't seen it, maybe go back and get your picker card. And I'll be doing somebody else today, so stick around for that, guys. Okay. Oh, I've got a lovely sunny day here, guys. I hate to rub it in. I know you guys in the UK are still, you got like one day of sunshine and straight back to grey skies again. I've got a little bit of admin. Don't forget, guys, hit the like buttons. And like I said, please comment. We love chatting to each other here on my channel. I've got a little bit of admin. Of course we have. There's always something going on in the world. Speaking of the weather in the UK, now I know a lot of you are signed up to Clown Planet Carl Vernon. Oh my God. He is so funny, guys. I laugh every day. I'm sure you guys are the same if you watch it. He was on this morning and he's talking about apparently you have to close your blinds now during the day and things because if you get too much sunlight through your blinds, apparently there's a 40% chance you're going to get cancer. Yep, that's right. Wouldn't be something else that might have contributed to cancer being on the rise, but apparently you got to shut your blinds now. Guys, you can't even make this shit up. I told you this year was going to be crazy and we'd be rolling our eyes at a lot of it and in like shock. Well, I guess you could say now they're pretty much telling people anything, aren't they? They're just making crap up here, there and everywhere. Not very believable, some of the stories. The BS detectors here on my channel sort of see through them straight away, don't we, guys? Now, the other thing we have to touch on is, here in Oz, guys, I was thinking about that. Remember I was telling you, I've told you a few times about that big battery recall ad that comes on TV about the like solar batteries that go on the house to support the solar panels, etc. Oh, they're still being recalled, guys. And they had the big warning message that these have been destructive, or if you've got one of these batteries, please double check because they have, well, virtually burnt down houses, I'm guessing, is what they were sort of alluding to. So we're still getting the big giant battery recall ad here in Australia. This has been going for months, guys. And of course now, yes, guys, I was briefly watching the news last night while I was having dinner because it's always good. It's like watching a bit of a comedy show, really. That's how I put it down to the news, as most of us here would. Well, of course, there's a new sleeping pill here in Australia anyway. I don't know if it's a global thing. It's a sleeping pill. And yes, they call it, it's not cannabis, but they call it something else. There was a different name. Sorry, I forgot to jot it down. But I'm guessing, and the way it was portrayed, it's a lab-based cannabis that goes into this sleeping pill. So I'm guessing that Big Pharma's probably behind all of this. Of course, you would think so. So they're going to be making a killing because it seems to all go with the plans, doesn't it? You know, cost of living goes up, people's lives are being destroyed, and then, of course, they're not sleeping. So suddenly we've got this miracle pill that comes along and helps people sleep. And it's a lab-based cannabis. So it's obviously they've taken a little bit of cannabis and created the lab-based. Everything seems to be getting made in the lab, guys. But I'm sure that Big Pharma might do all right out of it. What do you think, guys? Just interesting how it all sort of just falls into plan, doesn't it? Conveniently for Big Pharma. And the other thing I just want to touch on, which we can't not touch on, guys. P. Diddy. We know it's all happening. I'm sure you've all heard about it. If not, just go pull up YouTube and there's like 5,000 videos on there about it. Their sex abuse lawsuit or something's going on apparently with P. Diddy. Is he the next Epstein? They're saying it'll be bigger than Epstein. Who knows? But of course, there's a photo of Prince Harry when he was younger, hanging out with all these guys, P. Diddy and his buddies. So, of course, Prince Harry is in the limelight again. The privacy tour, it's really not going so well for him. Everything seems to be just popping up, doesn't it? Keeping Harry on the world stage, which is kind of interesting, isn't it, guys? To be continued, the P. Diddy saga, guys. Go look it up. You'll lose it. All right, how about we get straight into the reading, guys, and we'll see what comes up. Oh, my goodness. I'm getting protests in America. I'm getting that song by Neil Diamond again. We're coming to America. It's a great song, that song. It's very uplifting. If you're living in America, maybe play that song. It'll give you a bit of motivation. But I am seeing people standing up. Oh, I'm just looking out the window and we've had full moons. Well, obviously you've all had full moons. And the moon's still up in the sky. It just reminds you of the moon landing. I'm just looking out the window. I just spotted it. Oh, the moon. We have lots of laughs about the moon here on this channel. So I'm getting back to, we're coming to America. I am seeing you guys getting stronger. I talked yesterday about you guys kitting up with your sword, your shield, even your bulletproof vest in America. I am seeing that. I feel like there's going to be movement in America. I mean, it may start with the farmers, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing. And they might bring people along with them. People might start to get that real courage in America and start to stand up and fight for their human rights. It's for their human rights. Oh, I mean, you've got to give it to Trump. I know you either love him or hate him, but he does fight back, and he does call out the garbage, doesn't he? So it'll be really, really interesting to see where this all goes in America. But I am seeing that you will probably get protests. I'm thinking, sorry guys, Americans are exhausted, you know they are. I'm thinking May, June. Something's going to shift in May, June in America. Something's going to shift. All right. Hopefully it's the energy and the awakening, guys. All right. They're giving me helicopters, like obviously military helicopters around the Red Sea. And we've worked out where the Red Sea is now, guys. It's right in all the action. But I am seeing there could be some sort of accident, helicopters colliding, something coming together. But it's almost like it's going to become the blame game. They're going to blame them, and they're going to blame them, and this will cause more eruption. I feel like something might happen. There might be an accident of some sort in the Red Sea. Whether it's a hoax, whether it's planned or not, I don't know. But it feels like it's going to trigger off more war stuff. Oh. A lot going on around that Red Sea. A lot going on, actually, that we don't even know the half of. Oh, cool mornings here, guys. No fog this morning. No, you can see the sun's filtering through. So I am getting that. It feels like just a lot of tumultuous energy around the Red Sea to continue. Oh, the energy is so tiring. People need Easter for a little break, don't they? God, this morning here, and I'm sure it's the same in your countries, they were showing the airports and all the queues. No doubt something will go pear-shaped. Whenever there's holidays, it seems like the airports always cancel a heap of flights or something, don't they, guys? That seems to be the pattern here in Oz. Delay everything. All right, we'll wait and see. Okay. Oh, I'm getting Australia. I talked about the big corporate giants coming and taking over Australia. We know that our elbow's been selling us out left, right and centre to everyone. But I feel like there's a giant secret in Australia. And there's a lot of information being withheld. It'll come out eventually. It'll come out eventually. It could even be, it could even be like some sort of resource that we're not aware that we have that's of really great value. And I don't mean gold. It could be around the sand mining. But it feels like there's just even something else that's really, really big that's been discovered that they've done mining and they've done testing. And now, it could even be, to be honest, it could be around this nuclear stuff. I didn't think of that. It could be around the nuclear stuff. So we might have something that's of great value to the global masses, like the rest of the world, and everybody's trying to get their little mitts on it. I am seeing that there's like a secret down under. Well, it could be around that. You wouldn't know because we don't really know what goes into all these things, do we? Hey guys, just while I think of it, on the news this morning, they showed the town of Alice Springs. Now, we know that youth crime is like crazy. This is just why I'm talking about it. Just that reminds me of the youth crime. They were all Indigenous, and they had a big, what do you call it when they just go crazy in the town? They went crazy in Alice Springs, and people had to lock themselves in their businesses and all their shops. And now they've brought in, oh yes, we've been talking about this here for a long time on my channel, guys, curfews for the youth. That's a good way of getting control of people, isn't it? But they showed these visuals of Alice Springs. I'll try and leave it on my Facebook page, guys, Chrissy Fitzgerald Psychic Life Coach. It's a public page. And it showed them kicking and absolutely out of control, kicking in the doors of this pub. He must have had bulletproof glass because they couldn't kick it. They couldn't kick through it. They just smashed it all. It'd be terrifying. Oh, right. It was, sorry, that's the word I was looking for, rioting. So Alice Springs is out of control. So they've had to bring curfews in as a way of controlling the youth. Oh, I wonder where this is all headed, guys. It just sounds like a little bit of control going on. They were completely out of control and they were all Indigenous. And all I could think of was when we did the yes-no vote, that this is really not helping their plight, is it, when they show footage of that? Like, it's very confusing, isn't it? It's very confronting and it's very confusing. And I know a lot of you people are going through similar things with your youth crime. Oh, it's just terrible. It's so bad. They even had this morning a woman on the news in Queensland, in Brisbane, and these two, yes, well, they did appear Indigenous, went into her home and she just yelled at them. She had a baby in her hands and she yelled at them to get out of her house, and then they must have got spooked and they ran because she was yelling. There was camera footage of it, and they ran and they fell down the stairs and everything. So I guess you've just got to shout back at them sometimes and use your energy. It's surprising, isn't it? Like how you can scare people. But it's pretty scary that they're just going so, and it was in the daylight. They're just so casually going into people's homes. They don't even care. Rats, do they? I don't know. The youth crime thing's a massive issue. But like I said, a little bit of control and curfews going on. I know this has happened a bit around the world too, hasn't it? The curfews. Slowly getting control of the people. And the thing is, if they start with the youth, that'll become normal then, and they can just continue it on, can't they? All right, let's keep going. I'm getting Germany still rising. I'm getting Germany. Of course, we'd never see anything about any protest. I am telling you guys, there is nothing on Australian TV. It might be on Sky News and maybe I've missed it, but on mainstream media, there is nothing about any protests anywhere. All we're seeing is the bridge collapse in, was it Baltimore? That's all we're seeing. Nothing about protests in Europe, nothing about Germany, nothing. But I am getting that Germany's still standing strong. They're still building their wall. I keep talking about this like similar image to the Berlin Wall, but it's the wall being built between the people and the government. The people are protecting themselves by building this wall. They're getting stronger and stronger in Germany. They're not caving. No, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, guys, it's so good that people are heading to London with their the farmers and that are heading to London. It makes me so happy, guys. We need this to happen. We need this to happen. It's so good. We just need it to keep moving. As long as it keeps moving. That's the main thing, guys. So we've got this happening in London. Fingers. Oh, imagine Sushi. He's not going to cope. He really isn't. Because he's just, like I said, I keep getting that image of him rolling his sleeves up, just wanting to get out while all eyes were on the Kardashians. Well, now a lot of eyes will be on the P. Diddy drama. But meanwhile, he's got this protest thing going on that he didn't want to have to deal with. So he's going to have to deal with it. Oh, it's so good. All right, let's keep going. Oh, they're showing me Trudeau in China. We call Canada China here if you're new. They're showing me Trudeau just wah, just talking and no one's actually listening. And it's showing me the people in Canada just yawning. It's like everyone's in the audience just, no one's listening to Trudeau anymore, guys. I don't think he's got any followers, has he? Has he got anyone over there? Let us know, guys, if anyone you know thinks Trudeau's a great leader in China. Because I'm just not seeing it. People switched off from him, I'd say, over a year ago. When he touched the bank accounts, etc., after the Ottawa protest, that people started to shut down then. He lost all respect with the way he dealt with the protesters. Well, he didn't deal with them. He just squashed them. He didn't even communicate with them. So I'm just getting this, that people just aren't absorbing information or anything Trudeau's saying. As soon as he starts talking, people just switch off. But people are listening to Pierre Poilievre, is it? People do listen to him because they love that he represents them and he talks. He highlights all the things that are going on and he highlights all the silly double standards, I suppose you could say, that Trudeau, he still lives his life of luxury and opulence and travels and goes on holidays and all this stuff. And everybody else is living like peasants. So that's what I'm getting. People in Canada, China are very tired. Very, very tired. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, people are waking up now to the global warming, global boiling issues. People are starting to see through this climate change nonsense, and they're starting to see through, like us BS detectors, they're starting to see through the perhaps paid actor climate activists extinction protesters, because it seems very convenient that after these things happen, and this is globally too, not just here in Melbourne near the Westgate Bridge, we've got paint in the art galleries and all that being splashed on everything, etc. But not a security guard to be seen anywhere in any gallery until it's all over. I guess plus they probably replace the painting with the fake painting before it happens. Like, it's probably such a setup, isn't it, guys? We see through it. But this is what I'm getting. Like, other people are starting to see through it as well now. They're thinking this all looks a little bit staged. I don't think, like, people are thinking, hang on, I'm not accepting this global warming, global boiling garbage. Like, honestly, people are waking up to that by the day. People are thinking it's BS. And pushing all this renewables and this and that and this and that. And as we know here, a lot of us watch M-Guy Australia, who is a channel on YouTube, talks all about the lecky cars. We know that all the second-hand vehicles are piling up, the EV second-hand vehicles, because people are too scared to touch them or buy them in case the battery's been compromised. We know that EV scooters are going up in flames. The bikes, we know they're being banned from buildings because they're burning them down. Other people are saying it, guys, not just us. So that's why we just have to keep staying out of everything, guys. It's very important to not only our health and well-being, but our mental health too. It helps to keep us strong by staying detached, which is a message we've had for nearly a week now. All right, I'm going to pull some cards for us, guys, because I have to get going. Let's see what the fairy oracles bring, and then I'm going to do a pick a card reading for somebody. Ooh. Let's see what we get. Oh, cry for nature. Mourning for something sacred which seems lost. Oh, wait till you see this card. Look. Cry for nature. Mourning for something. And look like a broken butterfly wings. Isn't that incredible? Look at the tree stump cut down. And I think it was you, Chris. You were telling me how and Louise, I think you were too, how a lot of trees are being cut down. Really old worldly trees being cut down. Like, oh yeah, they don't help the global warming and help create, with the process of breathing. What's that? Carbon dioxide, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know. I'm not very good at the science part of everything, but I know that they're important to our way of living so we can all breathe. They transition the air, don't they? That's the process. I used to know what that process was called. Cry for nature. Mourning for something sacred which seems lost. And I guess, too, that comes back to a bit of frustration because of the way that these government bloody elites do treat everything. It's pretty sick, actually. Remember when they were putting up the green water algae ponds? That was the UK, wasn't it? Chopping down the trees in the streets and putting up your algae pond to save the environment. Looked like a giant dirty fish tank, didn't it, guys? The unicorn and the maiden. Oh, hang on, what have we got here? We've got two. Communication with unicorn, purification, undercover action. And see, I always say to you guys, when I have unicorns in cards, it's a very magical, mystical kind of creature. But I always see them as our guides. And look at this girl here. You know how they say, no offense to anyone with red hair, but they're quite fiery. They have fiery tempers. They're sort of known for it, aren't they? But I'm getting that it means they're headstrong, that they don't take things lightly anymore. This is us, guys. The unicorn and the maiden. Communication with unicorn, purification, undercover action. And undercover action, you think about that. It's sort of hidden from view, isn't it? So it's protection. To me, that's protection with our guides and being guided, steered in the right direction. And this is the other card that came out. This is interesting. Barnabas and the Prince. Adventures, discovery, travel, meeting, destiny. That's beautiful, isn't it? Aren't these cards wicked? They're so cute. Barnabas and the Prince. Barnabas must be the frog, I'm guessing. And that must be the prince. Adventures, discovery, travel, meeting, destiny. Yeah, and I think that's about discovering the world too for us and nature, staying on our path, having new adventures. And I think a lot of us too have come to our acceptance that perhaps this was our destiny to go through the awakening early so we could help lift that vibrational frequency of the earth and sustain it. We've had to carry that load for a couple of years now and it's not been easy, but we're through the other side of that now and we're kind of stepping back and meeting our destiny, which is we finally found who we are. I think that's the destiny of the whole thing, apart from maybe holding that frequency vibration. It's about our own, I keep saying it, it's our personal journey, our own personal growth. Like the little video, Finding Joe on YouTube. It's a journey about battling your own demons and emotions and clearing things from the past. That's what it's about. Interesting. All right, guys. Let me see if there's anything to finish off for everyone today, and then I'll do my pick of cards. Oh, I'm getting that song. I think it's a Qantas song or something. Oh, no, it's an Australian song. We are one and we are many, for all the times are gone. We will take and bring at one world. I am, you are, we are Australian. But what I'm getting is that we are many. We are one, we are many. And what I'm getting about that is the vibrational frequency of connection. Like we started off probably a couple of years ago as one, or like a lonely voice that stood against all this BS, really, tyranny, etc., dictatorship. And now we've grown. We are many now. We're not alone anymore. I think a lot of us here realize that on my channel too. We're not alone. People are really waking up now. We don't have to be on our own anymore, because we are many. All right. God, they keep giving me that song by. I can't, you know, guys, how I can't get to the music or anything else until I actually give it to you. The guides just keep pushing and pushing. I'm getting that song Guilty by Barbara Streisand and Barry Gibb. I love that song. They were such good music writers, the Bee Gees, weren't they? I do. I really love that song. I love Barbara Streisand too. She's amazing. For some reason, I'm just going, and we got nothing to be guilty of, my love. And that's probably for us too. Not that we ever felt guilty, but it's kind of weird when you're labeled a conspiracy theorist. It's a strange thing, isn't it, guys? My hubby came home yesterday and he said he had this older guy come in and he was actually quite awake because heaps of people are waking up. And he said he was talking about all this stuff and then he looked at Tim and sort of said, oh, I'm sounding like a conspiracy theorist. and my hubby, Tim, goes, oh, there's nothing wrong with that, mate. There's nothing wrong with that because every conspiracy pretty much comes true. So you don't have to worry about that. That means you're really on it. So, you know, it's a fact. All the conspiracies are coming true. Oh, my God. But other people are realising that. I don't know why I'm getting that song. I just am. I do love it, though. Okay. They're giving me Purple Rain for some reason by Prince. Purple rain, purple rain. I don't know what that song is about, to be honest. I like Prince music. He was very good, wasn't he? Quite a bizarre journey for Prince, wasn't it? I am getting that song, so I might leave you with those few songs today. I'm going to do my pick card now, guys, and then we'll see if there's anything else at the end. Yesterday I did you, Sue Skinny. You got yours, which is great. Hey, Sue. And today I'm going to be doing someone who's very supportive of my channel. They haven't been here for an enormous amount of time, but they've been here for quite a long time now. And I would definitely consider them certainly part of our community. T. Hi, T. T. Araman Cinnamon. Is that how you say Araman Cinnamon? I don't know. It sounds like cinnamon. Hi, T. How are you? You're incredible. You're always very encouraging on my channel. I know you've had a journey, but you're finding your way through as well, like the rest of us. I'll pull you some fairy oracle as well today, T. Let's see what we get. Oh, got to get this one because it really jumped out. Secret doorway. Working with intuition, second sight opening dimensional doorways. Oh, wow. Isn't that magical? It's like in a beautiful fairy garden in the forest, isn't it? I feel like you're really opening up your imagination now. Look at all the lights beaming down, the magical, like, it looks like Tinkerbell, like fairies in there, T. And it's saying you're being very resourceful. You're looking at life very differently now through, well, as we know, through a different lens. But you're seeing the magic of life now. And I'm seeing, you know, how you can buy those little doors and actually put them at the bottom of your tree, like at nurseries and things. You can buy little fairy doors. They're saying you could get quite creative and create. It's time for you to kind of create with your imagination now. What's stopping you from doing things like that? Like I know myself and Louise, we have pretty magical, mystical gardens. We put little statues and things in. You could create even a little fairy garden as a way of you expressing yourself. you know, you can look up Pinterest and things like that and get ideas and things as well, T. But I feel like your imagination is really, it's wanting to go. It's wanting to race away. I've been watching this show actually on Netflix lately. Netflix. And it's called Anne with an E. And it's about Anne from Green Gables. And I think most of you know that. Wasn't there books or something about Anne of Green? But it's about an orphan and her imagination. It just reminds me of you, T. If you've got Netflix, go and watch it, because it's just magical. Her mind just races. She sees the autumn leaves on the trees and she just creates a story in her mind. So I feel like you've got all this stuff inside of you, T. So it's time to like open that secret doorway now and start letting your creative juices flow. I think that's the thing you really need to be doing. It's like you're curious and your intuition's like rising up, working with your intuition and everything, and you've learnt and grown so much, but I feel like you can take this so much further to the next level now, T. You're only limited by your imagination. Let it just take you. Let it flow. Let it take you away somewhere. It's okay, T. Child of the moon. Forgiveness transcending the ego. And see, that's what the awakening is. And the fact that those wings are down, it's fairly relaxed state, but you're holding, well, look at that. Child of the moon. Forgiveness, transcending the ego. See, I feel like your ego, you left your ego behind a long time ago, which most of us have, because that's what the awakening is. It's living from your, it's your spiritual mind, isn't it? You have to let your ego go. Once you crack open, like the egg cracking open and the phoenix rising from the ashes and the dragon emerging or whatever from the egg, you're just not the same person. You just change. Child of the moon. Forgiveness and transcending it. And look, speaking of full moons, I was just talking about the full moon. That's a full moon. So there's a lot of lightness and brightness. I'm also seeing the pink in that, which is like a lovely, soft, feminine energy. That's a very feminine card. I think you're a very feminine, it's sort of saying fairy-like creature. You're you enjoy being feminine. I feel like you're very drawn to feminine things. Because it's part of your identity. You have a lovely softness about you. Oh, fairy lovers, new love, courtship, romance, falling in love. And look, you know, that's beautiful. You might have somebody new in your life. You might have someone in your life that's very special. But I also see this card as you falling in love with you. Because that's what the awakening is, T. It's about knowing yourself, falling in love with yourself, being kind to yourself, hugging yourself, and even letting go of confusion about yourself and who you were in the past. Remember, T, that's not who you were. That's what we've all had to learn as well here. That's not who we were. We took on, as intuitives, psychics, empaths, all the above, we're very sensitive souls, and we take on a lot of other people's energy, and it ends up being not ours. And we have to find our identity again and learn to, well, I know it sounds cheesy, like learn to love yourself, but it really is about more so being kind to yourself and understanding yourself and making your life better by freeing yourself of all the, well, it's the backpack of burdens, T. And then opening up your doors to who you really are and the things you want and the adventures you want to have in your life. Let me see if there's anything else, T. Hang on a minute. God, I'm getting this song, The Chosen One. I can't think what the tune is, though. Chosen One. Oh, I can't get it, T. They're trying to give me a song with The Chosen One in it. But anyway, you are the chosen one. We often talk about us being star seeds, etc., how we've been put here to help change everything. Well, you're definitely in that category, T. But I think you kind of know that, don't you now? Might have taken you a while to realise that, but you do know that now. Hang on. getting this song Sky Pilot. It's a really old song. Sky Pilot. I don't know who sings it. It's very old, T. But what the guys are saying is you're the pilot now of your plane. You're the pilot. You're in the higher frequency vibrations. You're seeing things from above. You're the pilot of your own sort of plane. We often talk about us being the maverick rebel. I don't know, you haven't been here right from the beginning, T, but we, in the very beginning, when all this was going down, and a lot of us had come together here on my channel, we referred to ourselves as the maverick from Top Gun. I'm sure you know the movie, everybody does. We were the maverick rebel, braveheart, biker, freedom fighter rebels, they used to call us, who would just take off and do our own thing, and we'd take off the radar. That's what you're doing, T. You're finally taking off and out of the radar of government. That's what you're doing. You're being true to yourself. You're honoring yourself. You're listening to yourself. And it's beautiful. And the guides want to let you know that you're like the Sky Pilot, like the Maverick, the Tom Cruise in Top Gun. You take off. And the thing is, with all of us, T as well, we take off, but we know where we're headed. We know what we're doing. We know where we're going. So we just take off. We're no longer on the radar. You know, the radar screen where it bips, 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 and government can keep control of you and track of you all the time. Not us, because we're the maverick rebel, braveheart bikers who just take off. And the reason we say bikers is because in Top Gun, Maverick often is riding along on his motorbike and he's just free in the sunset. If you haven't seen Top Gun, go watch those two movies. I think it'll really inspire you, T. Just the music, plus it's good viewing. It's good entertainment as well. Oh gosh, I hope you've got Netflix, T, because I think that show as well, Anne with an E. Go watch that, guys. It's a good show. It's really beautiful how her imagination. It reminds me a lot of us when she's out in the forest and just looking at trees and just really loving nature. It's a really good show. All right. Let me see if there's anything else to close with today. I'm getting a song again by the Partridge Family. I think I love you, and what am I so afraid of? I'm afraid that I'm not sure of. I think David Cassidy sings that, doesn't he? That's a cute song. But it's about not having fear anymore. We're not afraid to be in our love frequency, heart vibration, we call it, which is what the awakening is. It's moving from your head into your heart energy. Oh, I'm getting a song by John Farnham. Two strong hearts will stick together like the honey to a bee. You and me, we got two strong hearts, reaching out forever like the river to the sea. You and me. I'm getting that song. I don't know why sometimes we get the songs we do, guys. We just get them. Let me see if there's one more thing. I'm getting Michael Bublé. Oh, I don't even know. Oh, it's that song. Dance with me, swing with me, and the rhythm and you can't you see. Sway with me, sing with me. I don't know what the song's called. It's cool. They do that on, you know, the show Kath and Kim, that Aussie show. I'm sure most of you have seen it. It's on Netflix, I think, as well, or Stan, one of the two. There's a show where Michael Bublé is in it, and he dances with Kath and Kel. That's just so funny. And he sings that song, Swing With Me, Sway With Me. I think he's got a version out with that Derul guy. Let me see if there's something to finish with. Hang on a minute. Oh, and now they're giving me that Michael Bublé song. Okay, we're going to finish with this today. Let me go home. Let me go home. Another people I. This Paris or Rome, but I want to go home. Please let me go home. Oh, that's a beautiful song. isn't it? I'll leave you with that today. And that's about us going home to ourselves, really. That's why I think we're getting that song. A lot of people, though, waking up are starting to go home and find themselves again. That's a beautiful song. I'll leave you with that Michael Bublé song today. Happy Easter, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll come on and talk to you over the weekend as well. Don't forget, like buttons, comment, please subscribe, and don't forget, if you do, hit the bell notification as well so you know my videos pop up, and I will talk to you very soon. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and yep, happy Easter from me, the doggos, and Charlie and Max, and my other two. I've got 2 outdoor feral cats as well, Joe and Lily. Take care, everybody, and have a wonderful day. Hey guys, did I tell you I've started shaving Sprocket? I've been clipping him, and he looks so funny. When you see him again, you'll be laughing. He's so funny. He was getting dreadlocks, so I had to do something. All right, take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.